folks. Amazon has got to go. GTFO. Amazon has got to go. Folks, I'm going to get one more. Amazon has got to go. Hey, please, everyone, please. Amazon has got to go. I'm going to give one more warning. Amazon has got to go. This is the last warning. This is the last warning. Final warning. I don't want to have to do this. Amazon has got to go. I don't want to have to do this. Amazon has got to go.
Let's get through the rest of this hearing. Your voices are being...
So that's the final warning.
Come on.
The state's analysis predicts 131,000 extra New York City residents because of this deal. Has anyone asked how this is going to impact housing prices and rents in New York City? I'm already seeing stories of a real estate boom in Long Island City. Is that a good thing? Not to most New Yorkers who are already struggling to afford their rents here. How will small businesses, who, if we're being honest, are already reeling because of the impact Amazon has had on their bottom line, how will they be affected? How will this affect our overburdened transportation system in an area where infrastructure is already limited?
Taxpayer subsidies to the richest man in the world, or the wing that bypasses local communities to grease the wheels for an unprecedented act of corporate welfare. The mayor rightfully talks about ending the tale of two cities. Yet he is cheerleading a backroom deal that literally pays Jeff Bezos to build his gleaming tower in the sky, while the residents of the Queensbridge houses, many of whom are freezing because of the lack of heat, can watch Amazon executives bypass the subways and land their corporate helicopter on a taxpayer-funded helipad. We should all be concerned that the city was eager to promise Amazon that they would bypass local land use review and agree to sign non-disclosure agreements while doing so. The Memorandum of Understanding is shocking and shameful in how much it gave to Amazon and how little it extracted from them for the community. Amazon is a $1 trillion corporation with a record that should disturb all of us when it comes to organized labor and its treatment of workers. The Seattle City Council members told me about their effort to pass a tax on the biggest corporations to help fund homeless services. They also told me about Amazon's immediate attack campaign after it was unanimously passed. Amazon flexed their corporate muscle to build enough support to defeat the tax, pressuring the council to eventually repeal the legislation less than a month later.
It's easy to believe that New York is safe from future economic blows. Critics may say that our economic foundation is strong, and we don't need these jobs. But as the head of the city's Economic Development Corporation, I have a responsibility to ensure we never become complacent and fail to prepare for the next recession.
Our investments in each new headquarters will spur the creation of tens of thousands of additional jobs in the surrounding communities. And we chose New York City for our headquarters because it's a diverse, innovative city that can attract great talent locally and from around the world. Long Island City, Queens, and New York as a whole are home to a robust network of diverse talent that can be tapped on day one and provide an unrivaled opportunity to create a long-term talent pipeline, especially through our education and job training partnerships. We don't see this just as an investment. We've made specific commitments already, and we will be joining with our neighbors to advocate for the future of Long Island City. Specifically, as part of our commitment to Long Island City, Amazon will provide more than 500,000 square feet for a public school, workforce development and training space focused on community recruitment, public open space at the public development site, light manufacturing space, community facility use and artist workspace, art and tech accelerator space, pre-built incubator space, business incubator space, and public open space at the private development site.
I frankly heard no concerns about the non-disclosure agreement from anyone until the last 4 weeks, even though it was very much public knowledge that it was a part of this.
So the question was, did Mayor de Blasio have any reservations about that?
I never heard any from you.
Okay, great.
We're fighting you. And we're fighting you. We're fighting you because we don't accept the process that got us to this point. You've taken the L in Europe and replaced it with an S, and you're trying to usurp the power of the people to be able to say what is fair and what is good in the totality of what we want to see in New York City.
And others have said, well, New York's a place they want to come and live, but of course that means there are people coming from elsewhere. And even the jobs that are going to New Yorkers, many of them will go to people who are already working in tech and already are high skills. So that leaves a number much, much less than 25,000, which is going to go to people who are in the city now, who are New Yorkers today, and who aren't otherwise well employed in tech and similar industries. So you've agreed to contingent financing, which is really all tied to the growth number that doesn't distinguish between any of these important categories of workers.